All right. Yeah, yes. Marquesa here. I just want to make sure I am truly live. Looks like I am. How you doing? I know we're a bit behind today. Okay, I'm a bit behind today, so no music. I want to get right into it. First of all, let me just make sure that everyone is, present. You're here. I'm streaming on all 6 places. I think it's like 5 platforms or 4 platforms in 6 places. I don't know. I've lost count. Okay, but I'm so glad to have you here. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, Marquesa, I want to comment, I want to give you some feedback, I want to ask a question about whatever you say, you can do that in a couple of ways, all right? The best way to do it is to go to my Facebook group where you see a whole lot of Zoom stars at all levels hanging out. And you can get there by going to Zoom to Grow, because Zoom is growing your business. So you can go to zoomtogrow.com. And I'm sorry, I'm just so close to the screen, but there's just no time for me to mess with it. So you're going to have to deal with it. Okay, so zoomtogrow.com if you want to meet me there. And if you're on my text list, which you should be, you can also text me your question, because I kind of look at my phone over here to see it. So you can text me. And if you're like, well, Marquesa, what's your text number? I never know it by heart. I got a lot of numbers. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Speaking of numbers, I finally got my beloved 917 back, from my regular cell. So that's kind of cool. All right. So anyway, back here, I want to make sure you guys have my number. Write this down. 917-724-8462. That's 917-724-8462. So, okay. Now you're probably thinking, who are you? This is my first time seeing you, and you're just blabbering. I don't know who you are. So let me introduce myself, okay? Now, before I do all this, I know I gotta calm down, move slower. There you go. It's the ADHD brain. It gets all scattered. So let me just calm myself, because I'm excited. As usual, I'm excited. Be still, because then you make it all foggy. It's funny. I don't even think Zoom can handle the animation of the ADHD person. It's so interesting. But I wanted to introduce myself. But before I did that, I just want to give a quick shout out to all my platforms. Guys, I see you over there. Hello LinkedIn, hello Twitter, hello Facebook, hello YouTube. Who else? Hello my Facebook group. I see y'all. Say hello. Definitely say hello to me. I'm about to bring you up right now. Andrew, I see you over there. Dan, I see you were trying to join me in here. I'd rather have you in the group. We'll explain that later, because guess what? I'm going to start live streaming on the Zoom webinar platform, which you definitely want to listen to me about today. So you can join me if you want to. You may be like, I don't want to go there. I want to join you right in Zoom. That's fine. So that's going to happen. But who am I again? I'm going to tell you. It's so funny. I'm going to tell you who I am in just a second. Okay, so let me just pull her on up. Very good. Okay. It's funny. I know. I've got to figure out how to, put those two together. So anyway, let me go into my group. It's so funny. I don't know if you guys saw this last time. Okay, here I am. I see myself. Hi. I'm hot. Okay, we are not going to sweat today. We got the fan right here. Ooh, that feels good. We're not going to sweat today, baby. And if necessary, I'll cut on the AC behind me, but it's just loud, and then it makes the curtains move and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So that's why I'm trying. And I do like a little bit of sunshine over here. Okay, just a little bit of sunshine, sunshine is fun, okay, and I like to show off the bling if I can. Anyway, my name is Marquesa Petway. Think of the Contessa. It's not Marquesa, it's Marquesa. People always want to put a K in my name, okay? So if that's you, stop it right now. My name is Marquesa. I live in NYC. I've been in business 16 going on 17 years. I've lived in New York 29 going on 30 years. I got to do something big. You know I do, okay? And you may say, well, why should I listen to you? Well, can I say that whether it was in person or virtually, a good amount of my speaking, my coaching, my retreats, whatever, good amount for a zillion years, or as long as I've been in business, has always been virtual. So I love the best virtually. Because here's the deal. I was telling somebody this the other day. There's a lot of tools, all right? There's a lot of resources, a lot of systems. But I need the system to work for me. I need the system to either give me more influence in my business, which means more people see me and hear the information and decide who I want to join you by going to liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. Go there. There's a little gift for you, a little mini makeover. liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. So they decide to come hang out with me, and then they become a part of my world. Right? So I want a system. I like systems, again, that lead to business growth and connection with my current and future clients, right? There you go. So I like platforms that gives me that. And hopefully you don't hear this loud fan. If you do, I'm so sorry because it's hot. And I don't want to be sweating. You know, the hair looking all cute today. So and look, okay. But I got to breathe slowly because I don't really sweat until I get on here. That's just weird. You know what? I'm gonna have to come on the AC. I don't have a choice because for some reason I get hot when I get on here. Okay, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let me know, guys, if you're in my group, if everything's okay. You can also chat me, let me know. And I also, something I do when I get on, because when you're live streaming you may not be able to talk to anyone. So hey Shamika, what you saying? It's been a minute, right? But I have before my mini lives just yapped away and no one could hear me. That has happened before. So I'm gonna go over here just to make sure, because guys, I don't know why, but there are these Zoom, I don't want to call them ghosts, that will come in here and literally take over your system, and you're like, what happened? You know what I mean? I don't get it. So anyway, okay, here I am. So anyway, I was telling you about myself, my mission, and I wrote it out so wonderfully. You know how you write your mission and your vision and all that kind of stuff, because you really should be looking at it every day, 2 to 3 times a week. Well, I wrote it again today, and I just thought that this was the clearest as you can get. Give me a second. I'm just so proud of this. I'm gonna put it in my group, but this is so cool. And I was introducing myself in a group. Where is it? I know it's here. Cockle-doodle-doo. Okay, here we go. So I already told you where I'm from. So my mission is to help entrepreneurs live their best business virtually. As you know, I've worked virtually for 16 years as a professional technology speaker, communication speaker. It's changed over time. I'm either in front of an audience in person or virtually. In addition, I serve my members within business masterminds, or I'm listening think tank sessions, or live to join sessions, or VIP coaching sessions and retreats. And don't get it twisted, I have a lot of things in person as well. It's so funny, tomorrow morning I get to see Dan Genghis. I don't know if he's watching this right now, but he's going to be in the city. And so I told him to pop into my apartment and say hi to me. He's going to come on. I'm going to feed him a little bit of breakfast. And he was here, when was it, Dan? He was here about, 3 years ago? 3 years ago, staying right across the street with 4 other people in a brownstone I rented for them. They got to spend 4 days with me, revamping their business. So definitely in person, okay? Here's the deal. This is the why. I learned early in my business how important it is to understand my virtual world in order to always give my best. And this includes tools, resources, and strategies. And then I get to help you, that would be you, do the same. Because in my mind and in my world, a smart virtual lifestyle business equals more impact, more influence, and more income. So a popular way that I serve is helping you to leverage Zoom as a business tool, and not NOT, all caps, not like everybody else, okay? So there's some mistakes y'all making out there. I hate to tell you this. There are some mistakes. Oh my goodness. So if you want to stop blocking your blessings and stop making some mistakes, again, you want to go grab your little gift over at, and it's like a mini Zoom Strategically Makeover over 3 days. Please go to liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. Very good. So big news today, like huge news. Now, if you go to that same site, or you can go to a different version of it just so I can take you to my blog. You don't have to. I'm going to share my screen. But if you want to go to Live Your Best Biz, instead of business, bizvirtually.com. If you want to go there, click blog, because I want to share something with you that just came out. Now, if you are on my email list, and when you go and do your little makeover, you'll be on my email list. You're on my email list, or you're in my Zoom Facebook group, or you're one of my members, or a combination thereof, you heard the big news already. But I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about that, because there's a few things that's happening. Zoom is finally, a lot of these things that they've been talking about for a minute, they're finally starting to roll it out. So here's my question. Do you ever watch the news? I'm just curious. And by the way, I look at my group to talk back to me. Okay, so let me know. Do you ever watch the news would be my question.
Let me know, guys, if you're in my group, if everything's okay. You can also chat me.
Down
let me know. And I
this
also...
thing. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, I got to mute it. There we go, so I don't block myself. Okay, good. Guys, you can say hi to me, answer my questions. I'll give you a shout out if you're in the Facebook group. Now, if you're just joining and you want to comment with me, please go to my Facebook group, because that's where I'd like you to hang out. Go to Zoom to Grow. That's zoomtogrow.com. And a lot of Zoom stars in there. Post your thoughts, your questions. There's all kind of things that you just may have a thought or a question on. So I put this group together a while back, and it's certainly been resourceful to so many. So make sure you go and hang out there, and then you can talk to me during lives. Okay, so where was I going? So here is my question for you. Do you ever watch the news or TV in general? I'm assuming you do. And do you see what's known as lower thirds? That's usually right below the anchor or the reporter. And in that little box, sometimes it's not even in a box, but if it's in a little box, has the person's name and business, or the anchor's name, the station, whatever the case may be. Well, guess what? Now you can do that very thing on Zoom. I know, is that amazing? You can now do this on Zoom. Isn't that fabulous? Yeah, very good, very good. And they've actually been talking about this for a minute, but finally it's here, okay? But before you get, and let me show you what it looks like. I promised you I would show you something, so let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and hit share screen. See, I flipped it. I have an extended screen. Actually, guys, I have Zoom Home that I had for a while. I do see you guys in my waiting room, but you know what? I sometimes like to bring my members on, so maybe I'll just, do something different and bring them on. I tend to not like to do that. But I see Danye, Douche, and Danny. Danny, I know you. Danye, can you message me and tell me? I just want to make sure you're one of my members. Let me know. Let me know. I'm not sure if you can even hear me right now. By the way, here's another tip. Let's say that you're in a Zoom, and I'm going to go there. Let's say that you're in a Zoom session, right? And so you can clearly tell who's in your waiting room. You can tell who's in your waiting room, right, by looking at waiting room. What you did not know is you can message that person, right? You can message them and say, hello, I'll be with you in 5 minutes, or give me a few minutes to wrap up, or I'm about to let you in, or whatever. You can communicate with them through chat. How do you do that? Well, when you communicate in chat, which is way at the very bottom, right? Most people know how to communicate with chat. If you cannot find it, it just says the word chat on it. You click it open, right? There's an option to communicate with folks in your waiting room. You got me? In your waiting room, okay? Which is fabulous. communicate with individuals in your waiting room, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. Okay, and now Zoom just dropped that you can now put individuals in person. You also, if this person has their own Zoom account, more so a paid Zoom account, then not only will you see them in the waiting room, you'll see their picture, you'll see their name. So now it's a lot less of a chance. I know that's blush. I kind of over blushed today. There's there's less of a chance that you're going to have the wrong person in your waiting room, and it just gives you, because I know me, I'll forget a person's name, but if I see the face, I'll go, oh, okay. So now you have the picture of the person. But anyway, that's not where I was going. So anyway, I see some folks in my waiting room, and usually when I'm live, I'm not going to do it. Just as a note, starting next Thursday, well, actually, oh my goodness, and I'll share this at the end. I will be traveling next Thursday, headed to my second workcation, so I'm excited about that. So I will be going live on other days, so I haven't quite figured out my schedule yet. I'm just trying to figure out this week, all right? So I'll let you know, but just to give you a heads up, I don't want you fussing at me, Andrew. You know, I don't want you guys fussing at me. So will not be going live next Thursday because I fly out. I'll be on the plane this time next week, but I'll let you know when. So make sure you're on my list, and you're on my text list, and you're in my Facebook group or whatever. Make sure you're in my horizon. And again, you can go to live your best virtually.com or liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. One will take you to your free gift, and the other one will take you to my homepage. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and hit share screen so you can see my blog. Okay, let's do this. Let me hit share screen. Let me go to my blog. By the way, I do invite individuals to go to my waiting room so that you can see, so you can see the 60-second video that I do. Where I really think so many of us, and that would be Zoom users, are not leveraging that. That's an opportunity for you to greet, give a call to action, set an impression, and the list goes on. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do this. So if you see this here, this is my blog. I haven't put out a blog in a minute, but I decided to put it in the blog here. And if you notice, me and a few of my awesome members, including Marquesa number 2, guys, I'm going to let you on, so stay out there for a second. Let me just get through some of the juiciness, and I'm going to let you in. But if you look here, guys, it's interesting because at 4 p.m. today, then at 5, then at 6, then at 7, I have back-to-back sessions. So that's probably why my members are starting to say, hey, they're out here. And my members are all over the world. I mean, I just got a new member from Finland. Are you from Finland, Nils? I'm not sure. I got Canada. I got every single country you can think of. I mean, it's geography was not my thing, but there are other countries, I'm telling you. Okay, so here, so you see that TV look, you see this? So guess what I did? Remember, whenever I want to share a feature with you, I want to give you the strategic benefit of using that feature. Otherwise, it's just cute, and I can appreciate cute, right? But when it comes to business and tools, it needs to lead to a benefit in my business. Does that make sense? And I think you should have the same mindset. Oh, that's a cool feature, but how will I use it in my business? Again, to impact, to influence, or to create additional income. Make sense? So if you look over here, you see my members here. I said, hey guys, do this with me. And I literally, you may say, Marquesa, how do we get there? Just go to liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com and then just click on the blog. Should be at the top in the nav bar, okay? But go there, and here you'll see that there are some lower thirds, okay? And you can't see it right now because I hadn't played it just now, but Andrew has a lower third. And guess what I did? I logged in from my phone, which is why it looks like that. And I put a lower third here, but let me show you a strategy. Let me just hit play. I don't really want it to play, but let me just hit play.
Marquesa here to share with you something Zoom just rolled out. And first of all, it's a super benefit if you have Zoom webinar.
Okay, here we go. So you see right here. So guys, go here so you can get the down low on how to make this work. I'm not going to go through that right here, but I just wanted you to know that Zoom now has lower thirds and a strategic way of using these. Clearly you can use them for your events, that goes without saying, but why not use it internally for your team meetings, your member events, your Q&A sessions, your think tank sessions, your retreats? There's so many other ways to use it. Okay, here one of the things I wanted to do was kind of highlight my members. Now I didn't make this announcement earlier here, I meant to, because I needed to let my members know first. But I have renamed my Club ZQ, club. Now, instead of calling it Club ZQ, which was just named after me, right? It's now known as Virtual Business Club. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that because I talk about so much more than Zoom. I love my Zoom, absolutely. But I talk about so much more, as I have for years. So it's called Virtual Business Club. So you'll see VBC in a lot of different places. Anyway, so if you notice here, I put, the site here. I'm a Virtual Business Club. I'm the coach. I put Javita Jenkins, who's in I also renamed my, I have a advanced Zoom mastermind, which is going to kick off next month. So a lot of people are already enrolled and they're ready. These are for the heavy duty, next level. They know much more than how to turn on Zoom. They really know how to take it to the next level. So you may want to use other tools with Zoom, such as Ecamm or vMix or a lot of these other awesome tools, and we do it in an easy way. We bring on a guest, blah blah blah, that wonderful stuff. Well, instead of that being called, it used to be called Zoom Club ZQ. That's what Club ZQ used to be. I've renamed it to Bring the Bold Think Tank. I know, me and my names, right? Bring the bold, because I truly believe that's what you're doing virtually, is you're bringing the bold in there. So Javita's a member of that. She's a member of my Crystallized Lifestyle Member Mastermind. So I'll put that there. Also, you got Andrew, who's also a member of both of those. So, that's it. I mean, granted, you may not always be able to do that. Now, a quick question. Now, again, I'm not going to go through this because I only have so much time with you. And this video, how long is it? About 8 minutes? Yeah, it's about 8 minutes, and it breaks it down from beginning to end. But something that's really important for you to understand, you really cannot do this unless you're on Zoom webinar. Like right now, I'm not on Zoom webinar, I'm on Zoom meeting. Okay, so if you're on Zoom webinar, which is Zoom's other platform, and believe you me, although they named it Zoom webinar, it can be used, it's used for way more than that. Okay. Essentially, it's a platform where, as a host, you have way more control over all the participants, whether their face shows or not, whether they're heard. You can move them around, you can make them panelists, you can do all these sorts of things. You can answer questions individually in addition to the chat. So that's really the way you should look at it. It's just a platform that gives you even more control to create, or in addition to have even more unique experiences virtually. Make sense? So when you look over here, you can they only roll this out for Zoom webinar. And if you're a licensee of mine, you can again go to zoom2income.com to check that out. Zoom2income, that's zoomtoincome.com to check that out. That particular license comes with Zoom webinar. Otherwise, you have to pay almost $50 to add it to Zoom Pro. So I just wanted to share that with you, but feel free to go there. If you want to know the exact link, it's bizreinventlive.com/blog/that TV look on Zoom. That TV look on Zoom. So anyway, let me stop sharing that because I have a few other announcements I want to give. So I want to check in with my members to see, guys, are you going to say hi to me? To see if there are any questions or thoughts. And it's funny because my members post different places within the group. Guys, if you want to, try to post right underneath the video, okay? So let me hurry up. I have a couple of things that I just wanted to share that I, as an administrator, I found out today. I just found out today because I had a whole nother plan of what I was going to do. So I was like, what? So I thought this was awesome. So let me just go to it real quick. That I thought was really awesome that they're doing. By the way, guys, they're taking Zoom events to a whole nother level. Oh my goodness. It's just going to a whole nother level. So if you do events or you want to use, like 10 times the bells and whistles that you use on Zoom meeting and Zoom webinar, I highly recommend you do Zoom events. And I think it's rather affordable. I know it's less than $100 a month for sure. So check that out. If you have questions for me, email my team at team@mlpspeak.com if you have a Zoom Enterprise license and you want that. Okay. Something else I wanted to share so much. Oh, here is something you need to know. Please download your latest update. Zoom has updated, so make sure you do your latest update with Zoom, because it literally was an update 2 days ago, then it was an update yesterday. So they're dropping them left and right. I want to go to what it is that I wanted to talk about. Oh, here we go. Is the in-meeting features. Okay, so here you've heard of Smart Gallery. What does Smart Gallery mean? That means gallery means you're seeing multiple people on your screen. Well, Zoom has it now where you can move people around. So you may want this person at the top and this person at the bottom. And it was really created for teachers, because sometimes, students want to be at the top and they're like, Miss Patway, why aren't I on the top? So it gives the facilitator, the host of the Zoom session, and whoever they assign as co-host, an opportunity to move people around. Don't quote me. I don't think so. I'm not going to even say it, because I was going to say something that's also in addition to that, but I'm not comfortable saying it. I will also say this. You see this? What am I doing? What am I doing right now? I know you're like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm raising my hand. If you're on your iPad, I have an iPad Pro. If you're on your iPad and you're using the Zoom app, please go there. Make sure you have the latest update and you're in a Zoom meeting. Yes, my dear. And the host has enabled gestures in their back end, in their settings that they haven't enabled. It's not going to work. And you have updated to the latest version of Zoom, both on the mobile and whatever computer you may or may not be using. But this is strictly only on the iPad. You can raise your hand up and the digital hand will raise up. Something new that Zoom rolled out is sometimes you see all these hands. What's the purpose of seeing all of these digital hands and you don't know who was first? So Zoom now puts all of the hand raising in person. And if you're thinking, wait a minute, is that just for the iPad people? iPad people can raise their hand without touching the buttons just by doing that. It's like a robot move. Here we go. Just by doing that, right? But, I don't know why I'm losing focus today. That's just weird. Sorry about that. I just picked up my my computer, my MacBook Pro, yesterday it's been sitting in the Apple Store for a few weeks, so I'm still kind of getting everything back, so I apologize for the fuzziness. I think it's because I'm too animated and my camera can't keep up with me, whatever. So iPad users on Zoom, I have to watch the time. You are able to raise your hand without touching anything. That's kind of cool, if I must say so myself. You're also but on the regular one, I don't want people getting mad at me. On the regular Zoom, as far as I know, you can't do that. And you may say, was that Zoom webinar, Zoom meeting? This is certainly Zoom meeting, okay? And I already told you can move people around. You can now, with host permission, that means I give you permission, and you're a regular user on my Zoom meeting, I can now give you the responsibility or the benefit of pinning up to 9 people in the spotlight. And spotlight is wonderful. Let's say that you have 50 people in your Zoom meeting and you want to pin maybe 5 people because maybe they're a panel. You can pin up to 9 people, but now your users can do it if they're given permission. So I think that's awesome. And I do believe that's super awesome because, and I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, if you're in one of your Zoom breakout rooms, then whoever is running that breakout room, you've given them permission, they're able to also pin people, which is kind of cool. Okay, I think that's great. There's so many things, y'all. It's so many things. Okay, good. Okay, so I want to show more, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So I will share more of the releases next week. Again, I will not be here Thursday. I will be on the plane. I haven't decided which day I'm going to come on next week. I definitely will. Maybe I'll come on earlier in the week. I may even come on Tuesday, but I will keep you up to date. Make sure you go grab your gift at liveyourbestbusinessvirtually.com. Grab your free Zoom Strategically gift and stop making those 3 mistakes. My name is Marquesa. A lot of people call me Zoom Queen. But I love technology, but I love it even more when it helps you manage, grow, inspire, take it to the next level, your business to the next level. Then I'm really in love with technology, and I'm also in love with a good price too. So put all that together, wrap it around the kind of schedule that your spirit needs, you know what I mean, to have, then to me you got an ideal virtual lifestyle business, and that's what the Virtual Business Club is all about. And again, if you do not have one of these awesome licenses, I'm very, very low. So feel free to go to zoomtoincome.com. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Before I go, because I hate to say to send me something, and people do, I just want to check really quick to see, and I forgot, I have to go to a special place to see if I got any questions or anything. Andrew said, thank you. Okay, I am your Live Your Best Business Virtual, but because you're in webinar, I don't know if you're receiving this. No, I see it. I am your, one of my clients, Andrew, you guys met him last week. He shared that here. Okay, I see it. Any other, okay, good. So let me just check my group one more time. And then I was checking one area, not the whole area. And then I'll get people later that says, I was posting and you did not come to me. And I know Shamika said something.
See it. Oops,
sorry about that. Good. All right, good. So I did get some comments here. Hey, Ron Davis, good to see you here. Hey, Shamika, thank you, honey. I appreciate you, Shamika, so much. I haven't seen you in forever. Okay, guys, it's so wonderful to see you. So you want to keep your end pinned to Marquesa's World so you can just hear the latest and the greatest on how to get to that next level by leveraging platforms such as Zoom and beyond. All right, I'm going to get on out of here, y'all. I'll see you next week. I almost want to sing you out, but it's been a minute. I used to be a professional singer, but not anymore. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sing. I want people to like me. So I could play the music, but again, I literally just yesterday picked up my baby, my MacBook Pro, and so I got to reset her up and everything. I haven't had that time, so I'm not going to play music because it'll sound weird. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Members, do not forget, join me at 4 if you're a new member. 5 o'clock, Crystallize. 6 o'clock, Virtual Business Club. That's everybody. And then 7 o'clock, private. So I'll see y'all here later. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day. Make it awesome. Bye-bye. All right. Now I'm going to leave now. That's what